feels like I've never seen a poodle running.
So with all the running, swimming, and biking that I do, and really it's not that much when you consider what someone training for a 70.3 or a full Ironman are out there doing, you may be wondering, why do I also incorporate strength training into my weekly routine? It's certainly not to get ripped. At 43 years old, I'm probably never going to see a six-pack again, although I'm trying. Not to add mass, because carrying mass on the run isn't much fun. So why do I do it? So that the run and the bike suck a whole lot less. When I'm out there in the middle of a 30, 40, 50 mile ride, or I'm in the middle of a half marathon and the body starts to fight back, I remind myself of all those hours that I've put in at the gym, underneath 225 pounds on the bench, or doing a pyramid set of alternating dumbbell curls. And that takes away some of the pain that I'm feeling in that moment, because I remember how much that hurt. So it's about conditioning your body and training your mind to realize that you can do just about anything. Goes back a little bit to the can't rant from last week, right? Now, I have put on a ton of weight in the last couple of months, and I don't know what's done it. Perhaps poor eating. My metabolism may have slowed down a bit. I used to be able to eat anything and run, bike, and swim it off, and that doesn't seem to be happening anymore. So I think I'm going to need to add some PiYo, which is Pilates and yoga, into my weekly routine as well, and try and rip some of this weight off. I'd done that in the past, and it actually kickstarted my metabolism and got me to start losing weight when I lost 50 pounds about 3 years ago. So I'm hoping that's going to do the trick. Hopefully you'll start to see some of that in my summaries, and hopefully you'll see a little bit more weight being lifted at the gym, because I need to get in more often. Not because I'll be pushing more weight in my exercise, but just because I need to frequent the gym a little bit more. All right, with that, let's roll the summary. Hey there, YouTube. Kind of an abbreviated episode of the vlog this week. Weather broke and I was able to get out there and get after it a little bit. It's nice to be not bundled up and actually be in a t-shirt and shorts. Got that wool hat on just to keep the old noggin heated. Just got back from the Chicago Shamrock Shuffle, where my wife was a first-time participant and conquered her first 8K. Very proud of her. She trudged on through and did a great job today. So way to go, hon. I was extremely jealous of the sea of green that was out there today. I hadn't put anything on the schedule yet officially. I had penciled some stuff in on the calendar back in January for sometime in March, but I hadn't put anything of any consequence on the calendar and actually signed up for anything until I realized that she was doing this week. And that was the impetus for me to go ahead and sign up for a 10K next week. So I'm actually doing Chi-Town 10K next week. And hopefully we'll have some fun at that one. Give you some live coverage there as well. But seeing that sea of green today really reminded me of something that's important. It was interesting looking at an event from the other side of the fence, so to speak. I'm usually the active participant, and today I got to be the cheering section. So it was fun and exciting to watch all the racers come through in our beautiful city. Two things really struck me about the Shamrock Shuffle today. Number one, the spectators. I'm used to being on the other side of the fence and hearing the spectators, but being among them was absolutely awesome today because they're not just cheering for their relatives, they're cheering for everyone that comes through. It was great to see the November Project out there. I need to find out more about that club. I know it started in Boston, but I really don't know enough about it. I'll link a little bit about it once I've done some research in the description below, so if you're interested in the November Project, you can check it out. But these guys were fantastic. They were hooping and hollering on Harrison and just having a good old time. And that's awesome that people just come out to support everyone else and really make it an exciting event, even for those of us at the back of the pack. That includes me. I'm a back of the pack racer most of the time. The second thing that I was struck by was the volunteers. They give of themselves at all these different races. When I'm out there on a course, I always thank the volunteers because I know they're giving up their time to help us out. They are really the lifeblood of races. They're there to support the runners, cheer them on, get them their nutrition, help them find their medal, all that good stuff. And volunteers at the Chicago Shamrock Shuffle today were absolutely fantastic. And can't thank them enough. So way to go, everyone who came out and participated today, whether you were running, spectating, or volunteering. All right, I'm just getting in a couple mile shakeout run before headed over to the gym for a quick workout and swim. But I will see you next week from the Chi-Town 10K and half marathon. I'll be running the 10K and doing a little spectating there as well. Until next week, keep it rubber side down. Peace. This group behind me right here, this is what makes running races in Chicago so much fun. The crowds. Wish I was in this one.